Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The search continues today for a missing boater north of Lloydminster. Dive teams have been scouring the lake at Sandy Beach since the man fell into the water Friday night and did not resurface. Now over the weekend, RCMP members from Maidstone, Lloydminster and Turtleford aided in the investigation. Divers from the Lloyd Rescue Squad also searched the lake. Today, a dive team based out of Regina has taken over.
Well, we're always hopeful. At this point, both the investigation and the search are ongoing.
Search and rescue boats remain the only vessels on the water.
The lake will remain open. As far as boaters go, we're just asking that boaters be mindful of the search, which is located on the north end of the lake, to be mindful of their wake and to stay away from the divers at this point.
So far, no names have been released, but the victim's family has been contacted. A homicide suspect has been arrested this weekend with the help of RCMP members from the Battlefords, Cut Knife and Unity detachments. Robert Strang was wanted in connection with the death of Lisa Strang. Now, the 47-year-old was a finance director for the Saskatchewan Party. She was found dead in her home in Maclean Saturday night. RCMP arrested the 48-year-old man in the early hours of Sunday morning near the Highway 29 and Highway 40 junction. He appeared in court today in North Battleford and remains in custody until his next appearance in Regina. Well, numbers are in from the Lloydminster RCMP traffic section from a check stop on Saturday. Police set up at the intersection of 50th Avenue and 67th Street for 2 hours. They charged 2 impaired drivers, 1 suspended driver, 2 people impaired by drugs, and handed out 3 speeding tickets. Now, several other charges were laid. Well, this next stat might be a bit hard for some to swallow. Canadians waste more than $31 billion worth of food every year. Now, this according to a 2010 study by an independent consulting firm. Supermarkets are often blamed for food waste, but as Jeremy Thompson reports, there are many ways you can help right from your home.
They would go through the crates of eggs, and if there was any sign of anything being broken, they would just dismiss the whole thing into the landfill.
Ruby Trudell explains the food rescue operation she and her husband started in Yellowknife.
It was really shocking because in a 5-year period, we gleaned 1 million pounds of perfectly edible food that would have gone to a landfill.
Trudell says a similar program could work in Lloydminster.
So many people would benefit from that. The people that do soup kitchen at the Anglican Church and at the Olive Tree, the schools that do the meal programs, the hamper programs at the Olive Tree and at the Salvation Army.
Hamper programs that could use some help, according to Shannon Weinberger.
Just like every other year, this is when things slow down donation-wise, but it definitely hasn't slowed down with clients. So.
Luckily, the food bank does have a deal with some local supermarkets. They often receive slightly damaged, non-perishable food items.
Any crushed boxes, so cereal and crackers and anything like that, that the food isn't compromised, but the boxes don't look pretty.
Trudell says because of food rescue, the nutritional value of donated meals vastly improved.
Because they were getting fruits and vegetables and not having to live on a high carbohydrate, low protein, nothing else diet.
But supermarkets can't take all of the blame.
Of all the food that's wasted, 50% of that is because of what we waste in our homes.
Fortunately, there are simple solutions to reduce personal food waste.
Meal planning, so sitting down and saying this is what we're going to eat for the week, therefore this is what I need to shop for. And when things have been in the fridge for a while, make them a priority. And if you've got too much of something, share it with somebody else.
If you're getting close to being outdated and you know you're not going to use it, donate it. We'll definitely take it and use it before the dates are bad.
Jeremy Thompson, Newcap News.
Graffiti is usually thought of in a negative context, but Streetscapes in Lloydminster is working to change that. Local artists of all skills and ages are invited to splash their painted pictures on the open graffiti wall. Now, Serena Shadeen says it's modeled after other cities like Edmonton and Victoria's seawall. It's all about beautifying downtown and adding more arts and culture to the city.
It's just a blank canvas of a wall where artists are invited to come up and just share their creativity on the wall. It can be any sort of art form, from like portraits to the graffiti wording, just melding it all together and making some beautiful art.
Now, any artist can come any time of the day, though evenings and weekends are preferred. Streetscape staff will be monitoring the wall.
Nothing inappropriate or illegal or offensive. Streetscapes will be monitoring it, so any of those posts or pictures painted on there will be removed.
The wall is behind Iron Jet, north facing in the back alley. Artists are free to start using the wall today.